Hi, I'm Yasmine Taeb. Like a lot of Northern Virginians, how I became a progressive Democrat is a deeply personal story. As a former refugee, my family and I escaped war-torn Iran when I was 6 years old. We packed our bags, fled the country, and eventually made our way to the Mexican border. The night my mother, 3 siblings, and I crossed the southern border, I remember in the dark of night climbing through a hole in a wire fence and being told by my mom to run. So I did. The next thing I remember was seeing my sister in a white van, caught by US authorities, tears streaming down her face. I didn't know what was going to happen to me and my family. We eventually made our way to South Florida, where I grew up. I graduated from Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, the same high school that saw 17 people murdered by one gunman in a matter of minutes. I lost my former classmate, Coach Aaron Feist, who was killed while shielding students from gunfire. Today, I'm a human rights attorney fighting for refugees and asylum seekers. I've been organizing around progressive values in Northern Virginia for more than a decade. And during a time when candidate Donald Trump was calling for a complete shutdown of Muslims to the US, I heard my mother's words in my head louder than ever: run. So I did. I became the first Muslim woman ever elected to the Democratic National Committee, where I've been fighting for progressive reforms to make our party more open and inclusive. This country, my country, has given me everything, and I am determined to fight to give every one of my neighbors that same opportunity. I'm a progressive Democrat precisely because there's another little girl in Virginia today who needs someone to fight for her. To fight for her education, for her rights, for her undocumented parents, for her right to live up to her potential. Unfortunately, right now in Virginia and all across the country, some elected officials are more interested in siding with powerful corporations than the people they represent. The old Virginia way of pay-to-play politics is failing countless working families. We must give voice to the most vulnerable in our communities. And that is why I am announcing my candidacy to represent Virginia's 35th Senate District. You deserve a state senator who will not only represent your values, but will fight for them. I owe this country and everyone in Northern Virginia a debt for helping me become the person I was always meant to become. And I can't think of a better way to do that than ensuring a real progressive represents you in Richmond. This is our country, this is our community. Let's fight for it together. Join me at yasmineforvirginia.com.